With its new bill, the government says it will slash red tape to get major infrastructure projects built quickly.
We need to do things we have not done before, build things we have not built before, and we need to do it at a speed we haven't done in generations.
Energy is the initial focus. Ottawa is considering 2 new corridors to carry natural resources across the country. One could run from Prince Rupert in BC to a port on the Hudson Bay in Manitoba. The other could link Atlantic Canada and Quebec to points further west.
You would see ports, you would see roads, you would see railways, you would see transmission lines.
Alberta is on board, but only if a new oil pipeline is part of the equation.
Our top priority is that bitumen pipeline through to Northwest BC, but Port of Churchill could also be an important corridor for us from an energy perspective.
Well, look, the project doesn't make sense.
That's where things could fall apart. The Prime Minister has said he wants a consensus, and BC is dead set against another oil pipeline.
We're not as interested in proposals that would cost really tens of billions of dollars of public subsidy and don't even have a private sector proponent as we speak.
This First Nations business leader from northwestern BC is lining up behind new natural resources development, citing its potential for money and jobs.
There's lots of talk of victimhood for a good reason, but we have to move beyond that. We have to figure out how we're going to create our own self-reliance.
Still, others are worried a streamlined approvals process could trample treaty rights.
We need to put ourselves in the driver's seat to dictate the process, how development will happen in our region.
Prime Minister Mark Carney says he wants to get projects off the ground within 2 years. Some provincial and Indigenous opposition could be sticking points.
Okay, well, switching now to the Prime Minister's international agenda and the G7 meeting next week. What can you tell us about what Carney wants out of those talks, JP?
Yeah, Carney's foreign policy priorities sound a lot like his domestic ones: global cooperation on infrastructure and critical minerals, and a push to break down trade barriers. Those are some of the issues he wants to talk about in Kananaskis. Sources say Carney and U.S. President Donald Trump could also come to an agreement on tariffs on the sidelines of that high-stakes Alberta meeting. Erica?
All right, thanks for this. JP Tasker tonight in Ottawa.